Bola Ahmed Tinubu sau goma cewa ni ba na neman aikin gwamnati, ba na son aiki da shi. Shi yake cewa yana so aiki da ni dole, ni nike cewa ba na son abin nan. Wallahi, tallahi, billahi, na fi ƙarfin wani a cewa shi ne Ubangiji.
Rufia is very sad with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I'm going to just read a very beautiful piece, a very beautiful note coming from somebody which I prefer intelligent. The reason why Rufia fights with anybody who he feels refuse to give him what he decides. Of course, you know that Rufia was nominated for the ministerial list, but along the line, it seems he was rejected because of some evidences that was presented before the House of Assembly. So what Rufia did, according to the video you watched, he picked a fight in Hausa. He said that I told 10 times I've told Tinubu that I don't want to work with you. I don't want, and I see this kind of charismatic face in this angry face every time whenever he talks, as if he talks with so much hatred. And that's the kind of man. You see, short people, they easily get angry. But then let me read what I have here. Rufia accused Southern Kaduna leaders of seeking bribes on Channels TV. One of those reporters interviewing him asked him to substantiate those claims. Now I'm reading. In the past, he has used similar tactics when he didn't get his way in government. It is his usual go-to weapon. I expect a similar scenario in the case too, since he wasn't confirmed. In 2003, when he had issues being confirmed, he accused Ibrahim Mantu of Plateau of seeking bribes from him in order to confirm him as minister. When the late Senator Mantu, who felt insulted, insisted that he provide evidence of this, Rufia suddenly went AWOL. The day this house that Rufia built on quicksand is properly scrutinized, it will all come down crashing. If Nigerians are scared to be blunt, I will not be regarding the issues of Nasir Rufia. Rufia, in a video, bragged publicly about bringing into perpetuity Muslim Fulani rulership in Kaduna State and how he has relegated the southern Kaduna people to the background. Rufia also took this threat a step further. He imposed Fulani district heads in various areas in southern Kaduna, an area that has 65 ethnic nationalities that are neither Hausa nor Fulani. It didn't end there. Rufia changed names of the southern Kaduna traditional stools so that Fulani migrants could lay claims to ethnic southern Kaduna stools and rule those ethnic groups in the future. He did it to the Bayi ethnic group, Fashu, and many others in the area. Rufia did not stop there. He balkanized the chiefdoms of the Adara king, whom he felt was getting too powerful and who refused to bow down to Rufia's whims and caprices. Not to mention the suspicious circumstances of Agwon Adara's death and all other rulers who disagreed with Rufia. Even the reforms that he allegedly performed in the state were restricted to certain areas and did not extend to the southern Kaduna people. We saw the College of Education in the areas, as well as so many dilapidated structures that remained untouched by the so-called competent one. Even when scores were killed in southern Kaduna, he refused to go there. He has not hidden his hatred for the people of southern Kaduna, of which he governs. On Channels TV, he called for the execution of Zamani Lekwot from southern Kaduna. He wondered by the recommendation of Babangida's military council, calling for Zamani's execution was not carried out. Rufia continued to beat the drums of war in the state when he came out to claim that Fulani were killed in the state without any visible evidence and was cautioned by the Commissioner of Police in the state, who was later transferred. He was overheating the polity during the electioneering process because he knew it would spark reprisal attacks by Fulani military and disrupt the process, which it did largely in the southern Kaduna areas where he knew he would not get sufficient votes. Lest we forget, Rufia admitted to paying killers in foreign countries to stop killing with taxpayers' monies. The question is, if he can relocate the killers, why not hand them over to the law enforcement? Why take out monies from the purse of the state government to give people responsible for the death of thousands in the state if you are the state security officer? Additionally, Rufia went on on TV to claim that Southern Kaduna peoples was 25% of the population without any variable population statistics to back up his claims. The crazy reporters interviewing him did not ask him where he got those numbers from. The last census count said the people of the Southern Kaduna were 51% in 2006, and as such, to hear that they were now 20%, even a below average journalist would question those figures, but not our genius journalists. But that isn't even the biggest concern. The biggest concern is when you combine El-Rufai painkillers and then diminishing the population of an area. You can clearly see an attempt to increase population of migrant Hausa and Fulani in the area while reducing the population of the others in the state via unethnical and criminal means. In 2012, a group of Fulani had seen a parcel of land in Plateau and had just cleared it and started living on it. The Plateau State government, in collaboration with the federal government of Nigerian Army, at the time understood that due to the sensitive nature of the land and indigenous settler conflicts in the area, they would have to relocate the settlers. As such, they started making arrangements to move the settler Fulani group to another location. It was then that Nasir Rufai made a tweet which stated that anyone, soldier or not, that kills the Fulani takes a loan repayable one day, no matter how long it takes. This individual, who wants to be Minister of Power, was committing act of treason by threatening soldiers of the Nigerian Army who were tasked with relocation efforts. It is little surprise that the SSS are concerned and raise issues of the dangers of the candidature of Nasir El-Rufai, and this without me going into detail about the corrupt acts that were leveled against him during his time as FCT minister. The moral in all of this is that we really need to scrutinize who we put in position of power. The difference may be as drastic as development or genocide. As much, we must write petitions and customs so that creatures similar to El-Rufai come nowhere close to corridors of power ever again. This is part 2. Now, before I go to part 2 and part 3, this I want to give credit to Patrick Anum. He's the one that provided this piece. Now, you see, this El-Rufai of a thing always vents and is always angry whenever he doesn't get what he wants. He feels that he has every power to walk into the corridors of any place and tell them this is what I want and it must be done. You will see how they'll make this man vice president. Go and write it down. They're going to make him vice president very soon, but don't worry. That one is a topic of another day. So now he has engaged a fight with Tinubu, and you're going to see the fight in the coming future for Tinubu refusing to give him the Minister of Power. He needs that power to carry out everything he wants to carry out. Those that voted APC, I'll be bringing you part 2 and part 3 in no time soon. But remember, you voted this rubbish. Be ready to carry the cross. It has started with Niger, it will soon start with the citizens of Nigeria. And by then, you will not find yourself anywhere but being delivered to by terrorists. Thanks for supporting the Future News, and I hope Tinubu has the strength to engage El-Rufai. Peace.